Welcome back to another edition of the Commissioner's Corner with your hosts, Mass Chef, Ant-Man 89, and SC Kicker.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Commissioner's Corner. I am Mass Chef, coming at you with all the racing news that we got from qualifying over the weekend. SC Kicker, Ant-Man, of course, are burning the candle on both ends and probably be flying in hot here at any minute. But in the meantime, just want to say, of course, thank you to all of our sponsors and everybody who helps bring us racing on a weekly basis, several times a week. So very, very close qualifying this week. Only less than 4 seconds separating the top 18 drivers. Yes, we set a new record. And there he is now, coming to us from the car. What's going on,
guys? I just got off the floor. I got out late, and I'm like, shit, it's 8:30. Sorry, I'm a little late, man.
No, all good, all good. We were just talking about how close qualifying was this week.
Holy crap.
Less than 4 seconds separating the top 18 drivers. So we set a new record. Previous record being 4.26 seconds. Now we are 3.93, I think, or 3.98. I posted it earlier. Now I got to go back and check what it was exactly, but it was very, very close.
What was the lowest time on the board to make the top 18?
So, actually, we'll get to that because, matter of fact, let's just jump right in there. Quickly going over the leaderboard, of course, City Pigeon grabbing its second win in a row last week. Bets 25 grabbing second. So, Team Tug and Bets 1 and 2. And then Cuddybo from Metaforce Racing making another second in a row podium finish in third place. So, Metaforce Racing, Cuddybo, Akapropi also was up in there. So these guys are really, really moving and making up ground every week, trying to get into that top 4 spots before heading into Genesis week. And speaking of the top 4 spots, Neo VMAX leapfrogged AVG Agitators last week, making a big score. So still a lot of room to move on this board. It's going to be a jockey for position to get in the top 4 before this thing is finishing up. And there's my man Ant-Man now. What is up?
Man.
Good, sir. What's going on? Yeah, we were just talking about.
I beat you.
I know. I saw that. I was trying to get in so hard, man, and it wasn't working for me. I'm like,
Oh, come on! I even sent you the link again. Anyway,
I had to log out and log back in.
Oh no. Yeah, we were just talking about where everybody kind of is in points because I did want to jump right over into talking about obviously where we are. We are at the Cheese Breeze, Bronx, New York, 17 grueling turns, very fast track at 2.45 miles. So just a lot of fun to be on this track. It's cool to look at. It seems a lot less glitchy than some of the tracks that are built up as much as it is here. But hats off to More Cheese and letting us hang out on her track this weekend. Been a lot of fun. She's got a nice track. So good job, More Cheese.
What did you say?
Great job.
More Cheese.
You just said she had a nice rack?
No, no, I did not say that. Said she had a nice track.
Oh, track. I'm in
track.
I'm in the car.
That was the wind.
Hard to hear the car. Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, this is actually one of my favorite tracks to run.
It is.
It is fun.
It is a fun track, and it's like I said, it's not as glitchy as a lot of the tracks that are built up as much as that track is. So it runs nice and smooth, pretty fast. There is a couple spots where you might get a skip or two, but it's not as bad as it is on some of them that have such a big build out. So
for sure.
Yeah. Very cool. So let's jump right into where these qualifying are because like I said, less than 4 seconds separating the top 18. And exactly, it's 3.98 seconds that are separating the top 18 drivers. Neo VMAX and Batista doing it again for the third week in a row at a 199.804, which is 319.804, which is super, super fast. So 319 is our top time right now.
Way to go, guys.
Yeah, so Batista putting on a performance third week in a row, grabbing that top spot in qualifying. Very nicely done, and he grabbed it early again. Had the top spot on Thursday. So it's interesting that he's able to get that top spot basically on the first day each week so far. So hats off to Batista.
He's working, man.
And then AVG Flow Riders grabbing second and third, both of them. June 307 and Vape High Guy grabbing the next two spots up there with Crowley 27 and Betts 25. Another Team Tug and Betts back to back. And then Alejo, our independent, jumping all the way up into sixth place. Yeah. Akapropi in seventh. Glizzy World in eighth. City Pigeon ninth. SC Kicker making the top 10 after not being able to qualify for the first 2 weeks. What up, my friend?
Right on.
It's like a complete turnaround because SC is now in the top 10 and KO is missing from this board. I think he was sitting at number 20 this morning. And by the time all the qualifiers went through, he got bumped completely off the board.
Did he really?
Yeah, by the end of the day. Yeah, he's down into 25th or 26th place now.
Oh, damn. I thought he made it in.
No, he got bumped all the way down. Oh, no. He must have put up a late time. There he is. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm way off because that's right. He did put in a late time. So he is up there. He's just down at number 12 instead of in his usual higher positions.
I think we all missed that one.
Yeah, totally missed that. You're right. He must have threw in a late round. So that's totally my fault there. JH 2271 in the 11th spot after missing last week, came back with a very strong qualifying this week. Foreskin is in there in 13th. Funky Beats in 14th, making a new appearance after being gone for a couple of weeks for some personal stuff. Cal Trading Co., also of the AVG Agitators, in there at 15. Cuddybo in at 16. And then Gen X making two more appearances at 17 and 18. And I know JR Wheels put in that time very late to jump in there. And he knocked Wander out of that 18th position very, very late in qualifying. So
it's like the go-to move, man. Get those last minute times. Apparently, that's been a thing forever.
And so close together.
Exactly.
So close together. 3.98 seconds for in between 18 places is crazy.
I'm proud of SC, man. Like these guys don't make it easy to stay on this board. Like I couldn't imagine having to constantly.
It is so freaking competitive now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought
it's fun though.
Yeah, something else I thought was fairly interesting. If you looked at the boards over to see who was driving what cars, almost everybody that qualified, with the exception of just a couple, qualified in a series in a stock series 1. With a couple of big boosts. So obviously the series 1 handles this track very well. Going to be interested to see if everybody sticks with that trend and we try to race series 1s, or if they're going to bring out the big dogs and race it out with the 1Rs and the special editions. I don't know.
Yeah, they were harder to keep on the track for sure, man. They were skidding all over. I was impressed by JH's time with the S1E because, man, it was like being on a freaking skating rink with that S1E. Yeah.
I thought, and another highlight that I wanted to mention was Foreskin, who put up a time in not just a stock 1E, or was it what did he
City
do?
Pigeon?
He did
put up with an S2.
Did he?
Oh wow!
S2 cop car. He put up a pretty good time with it.
Oh my god!
Oh wow, that's crazy, man.
I was so mad because I was ahead of Pigeon, and then he put up a better time with an S2. I was like, you got to be shitting me.
Oh my god!
Man, that's beast.
And then
Wow.
I think he was running a 1. I'm not even sure what I saw on the board last.
Go
Yeah,
CP, man.
I believe he did end up with putting up his time with the Series 1. I'm actually pulling that up right now because I wanted to see.
Oh man, did you guys see Chune's new FIFA?
I did.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so nice, man. Oh,
That's not the.
I
Is it the
loved
blue
seeing
one?
it.
Yeah, it's the blue one. Yeah,
I
the
did see
Argent.
that. That is a pretty sweet looking car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got, so now that gives him the FIFA edition, the Miami edition. So he's got a 1 of 4 and a 1 of 5 in his garage. So
Yeah.
Nice.
And if I remember correctly, the FIFA edition is a little bit faster than the Miami, correct?
and nope, it's exactly the same. Exactly
Ooh.
the same. There is no difference. The Miami, the FIFA, and the UK edition are all exactly the same. They all have
Okay,
exactly
right.
the same numbers.
Man, such a sweet ride though.
Yeah.
I like
So
the color
just-
was pretty cool.
Yeah, just
Yep.
throwing this out there. Foreskin put up his time in the 13th position with an MPS of 252, the lowest MPS of any qualifier this week. So that, to me, that was a very impressive qualifying run for him.
What car was it?
Yeah.
A Series 1 modified out to 252.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
See, and that's the cool part about these about the power ups, because it's really coming down to like a science where
Mhm.
I don't know, like your first instinct is just to go with a super fast car, but I mean, if you really know what you're doing, you're adding in those extra, points for certain stats.
Yeah, JH was the only one that qualified in a 1E. Everybody in the top 18 is qualified in a Series 1, with the exception of JH, who qualified in his 1E. Everybody else ran a Series 1.
Nice.
So I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I guess
Honestly, it
Because-
confuses me when these guys qualify with one car and then race with another. I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah, so there's I've been in a couple of big debates about this, and I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that, because is everybody going to race a Series 1 in the race? Not likely. They're likely going to bring out the 1Es, the 1Rs, the special edition cars. I'm almost certain that CP is going to run the Miami edition. I'm certain that Acapropi is likely going to run the UK edition along with Crowley 27 in the UK edition. Hard to say what Chune's going to run. He's got so many that it might be, one in the heat race and one in the regular race. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm not sure exactly how I feel about that yet.
Nah. I
think
feel like it would throw me off.
Yeah.
Like
I have a
I would
feeling
have to
on this
keep
track people are
the
going
same
to be running the S1s.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see a race of all S1s. I think that would be ideal if everybody's going to qualify in an S1. That makes the qualifying seem more realistic.
Yeah.
Then rather than everybody running an S1 in qualifying and then running a bigger car during the finals races. I think that, to me, that really doesn't justify your qualifying race, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's but that's the way that we run it, with an MPS score and not necessarily car type or whatever. So it is in the rules the way it is. So, but yeah.
Fair enough.
I might just show up with my Tonka truck and just boost the crap out of it.
Tiny's gonna race her cement truck.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Didn't we have like a race with Shaq at one point? She smoked us in a bus or something.
Yeah.
She modded it out like crazy.
That's funny. Yeah, so let's check out where we are with these heats now, because heat number 1, Batista again in heat number 1 with Alejo, Acapropi, KO Ninja, Foreskin and JR Wheels. A couple of the Metaforce Racing team in here on this first heat. Again, only 2 can go through to the finals. Going to be interesting to see where this one lands. JR Wheels put up a nice performance last week. Probably looking to, add on to that this week. I think this is an interesting race right here. Alejo finds himself literally keeps getting better and better and better each week. It seems like each week he's further and further and further up the leaderboard when it comes time to qualify. So interested, one of these times I think Alejo is going to be due for a breakthrough win, if not in a heat race in a final at some point. Heat number 2, we've got June, Betts 25, Glizzy World, JH 2271, Funky Beats, and Quade 18. Again, a couple of the Gen X Racing team in this same heat as well. These guys are going to be fighting. JH, I know, is looking to make a big comeback, not making the finals last week. He's going to be vicious on the tracks. So I certainly wouldn't count him out in any way, shape, or form.
Definitely expecting to see that.
Yeah, with the teammates on this track, this could be interesting to see if they're able to finish 1-2 and make their way into the finals this week, because they definitely could use the points. They're still sitting in that second place on the team board, but the Flow Riders are making gains on them a little bit to try to take over. So still some interesting play going on in that team leaderboard for Genesis week. And then heat number 3, this is where the big dogs are. Vape High Guy, Crowley 27, City Pigeon, SC Kicker, Cal Trading Co., and Cuddy Bow. This to me is really the heat to watch. I think you're a ton of top. Cuddy Bow's had 2 third-place finishes in a row. City Pigeon, of course, 2 wins in a row. Crawley 27 has been in the finals each week. And of course, SC Kicker, I'm sure after missing the first 2 weeks in the semifinals, he's looking to make a strong showing in the semifinals here, if I'm not mistaken. So this to me is the heat to watch.
Absolutely. I gotta say, I got so much respect for you, SC, man. You guys are killing it with your real jobs at home and still keeping up with these guys, man. That can't be easy.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. It is a lot of work, man. Unless you're on the track all the time, you don't really realize how much goes into it. The amount of hours you spend racing these tracks to get them down on top of everything else you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Which I guess is probably why I don't really race that much. Because,
you definitely got a lot going on.
Little too much stuff to do. Right?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I couldn't imagine you having more work to do, man.
That's okay. I love it. Yeah, so that's kind of where we are with the heats this week. Super excited to see these races. Let's hear it. We got any predictions going? What are we thinking here?
I don't know. Right now, I'm thinking my man SC. I'm a firm believer. When you work hard, it pays off, man. So I'm rooting for SC.
Ooh, SC.
I'm gonna give it my best, man.
Right on.
SC, what are you thinking here? Obviously,
got my comic nearby, man.
Yeah. So what are you thinking, SC here? I know you're obviously gonna root for yourself, but any predictions on this race going into Friday? Oh, you're cutting out.
It's gonna be to beat, man. City Pigeon and
no, SC, you're roboting, man.
Yeah, you're in and out really bad. Oh, there you go. Now I see you. Okay, try that one more time.
Can you hear me better?
Yep. Now I can.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm getting in and out of the car and the Wi-Fi is crazy. Yeah, man, it's going to be tough. I got to say Batista and City Pigeon are going to be tough to beat, and Crowley's right up there. My heat sucks. Holy cow. That's going to be rough.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
But
definitely
hey,
a
I'm up
tough
for it. I'm
crowd.
looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there and give it my best like anything. So that's all I could do, and get as many points as I can for my team. And if I
There
bring
you
home
go.
the gold, hey man, that's like a icing on the cake.
There we go.
Right
There
on,
we
So
go.
I just want to beat KO.
So
And I'm
humble, man.
and I'm sure if we talked to KO, he would say the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Fair
Oh
point.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right.
It'll be
Well,
fun.
let's see.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's see. Man, honestly, I don't even want to pick anybody from Heat 3 just because I think Heat 3 is so unpredictable with the drivers that are there.
Yep.
But I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna I'll give SC a podium spot. Not sure I give him the win, but I definitely give him a podium spot. And I look to see honestly, I think Batista is going to make a great showing here. I give him a podium spot. But I still don't think, despite the fact that City Pigeon is down in the qualifying a little bit, I think he laid low and played sleeper on this one. I got to give win number 3 to City Pigeon. But I'm going to call it and say Batista and SC are going to make podium.
Right on. I think it's a good matchup or a good pick. Good picks. Because we all know CP is a beast, man. That dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I think he's trying to play sleeper a little bit on this track. I really think that he's going to come out. I wouldn't be surprised if he brought out the Miami on this track instead of running the S1, just because he has a lot of control over that car. He's very, very used to it. So it certainly wouldn't surprise me any. But I am interested to see how everybody comes out with their cars and what car they're going to come out with on Friday. If we're going to see a lot of the S1s out on the track. Hard to say, but we'll figure it out, I guess.
Let's see, man. These guys always surprise us.
Right?
What's the performance on the Miami? Is that similar to the R, the 1R?
It's a little bit. It's a little bit better than the 1R as far as like acceleration goes. And here
okay.
I was gonna say I used to almost have those numbers memorized. I
know CP's got it memorized.
Yeah, for sure.
So the let's see, Miami.
That car's got to be tough to handle on that course. I mean, the S1E was tough, but manageable. I didn't even try to run my car.
I say that's why CP gets so much props, because using those faster vehicles on these tracks like that is, I mean, in my opinion, it's harder.
Yeah.
But for him, he seems to use it.
Yeah. So the Miami edition does have 1 point better on the speed rating, which is a 90 over an 80 versus an 89 on the 1R. All the other stats are the same except for handling, and it has 1 point better on handling. Now that we say that, and I'm going to put my foot in my mouth here, because the FIFA edition, which is the one that June just recently acquired, that one has an acceleration rating of 66 versus 64. The speed rating is the same. However, handling, it takes a dive all the way down to 24 versus 26 or 27. So it doesn't handle as well, but it definitely has the best acceleration in the game, with the exception of the Genesis version. So yeah.
Yeah, and I noticed that, like, sometimes when you see one stat go up, it takes a hit somewhere else.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, it's going to be interesting, right? So seeing what it brings to the track.
Oh, you're breaking up again.
Interesting.
We lost you.
Uh-oh.
Stop walking around.
Trying to walk to a better spot.
There you go. Oh, that spot's right good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not moving. This is like the old days with the antennas and the tinfoil on them.
Got to hold it out the window, and little Johnny's got to stand there with it wrapped around his toes and stuff. I remember that.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Man, so Mass, did Ohio State have anybody in the draft this year or what? Holy
yeah,
crap.
a few. Yeah.
Damn, they lit up the first round, man.
Yeah. 4 players in the top 5 or top 6. Went
Crazy.
and 5 players in the top 11 went.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it's
that's
insane.
that was it. That was nuts. And of course, Cleveland just did what Cleveland does and fucks it all up. Excuse my French, but I
Buffalo
literally
was awful on the first 2 picks.
I literally stopped watching it after the 9th pick was made. I turned it off. I didn't watch another freaking round. I was so pissed that I couldn't even think straight. So, give you the breakdowns. Okay, so I've been a Cleveland fan literally my entire life. I used to go to the Cleveland games when I was a kid. My best friend's dad was a season ticket holder, 50-yard line, 5 rows off the field. Spent my whole life there. And Cleveland has notoriously effed up their draft picks for the last several years. This year, they had pick number 6. Okay. Now, I knew turning it on that they were going to trade that pick away. I knew it because they really didn't have anything that they needed at that 6th pick spot. I get it. So it was worth more to them to trade it off. They did an awesome trade. They got a 9th pick, they got a 2nd round pick and a 3rd round pick, all for number 6, all in this draft. So they got a 9th for 6th and 2 other picks in the 2nd and 3rd round. It was an awesome trade. I'm like, perfect. Now we're going through this, and my thought process is after they traded it off and pick 6 was in, I'm going in my head, okay, they have to be going after Caleb Downs. Have to be. He's the best player on the board. He's still going to be there when number 9 rolls up. They're going to have to go for him. Number 9 pick comes around, and yes, Caleb Downs is still on the board. Now, with their current defense, adding another rusher like Caleb Downs would have made their defense better than the steel curtain defense of the 1970s from Pittsburgh. They would have made them guys look like cupcakes. Okay. That's how good their defense would have been with him on the boards. But what do? They pass on Caleb Downs and go for a goddamn offensive lineman that ain't nobody ever freaking heard of. And Caleb Downs goes to the Cowboys at the 11th pick.
Yep.
I was so freaking, I immediately shut it down. I'm walking around the house cussing and stomping, and I was so freaking mad. Don't even know what they were thinking.
Oh, I was going to ask, what do you think the thought process was behind that?
No, stupid. I don't know.
Not the team.
Dumb. I'm a coach at the Cleveland Browns, and my whole goal in life is to see how fast I can get fired. I don't know.
Oh man,
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's the same as when we traded away a pick for we traded a couple years back. We traded and got, traded to the 22nd pick. That was what we got out of the first, we were like pick number 3 or something. Traded it for pick number 22 and some future picks. And we drafted freaking Brady Quinn. Genius.
Yeah.
And then the very next year we drafted that other moron at pick number 22. That neither one of them lasted more than a year. Like, seriously. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a frustrating draft at the beginning for sure.
Yeah, and the draft format sucked really bad. Like, they're on pick numbers. They're announcing pick number 6, and pick 11 is already in.
Yeah,
they're not even caught up yet. They were so far behind. It was stupid to watch. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's my NFL draft rant for the
evening. Yeah, the Bills did something kind of similar. They traded down, and then they didn't even pick who I thought they would pick. They picked 2 depth players. We did make it up in the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth round, though. They did a good job in the back half, but they really shit the bed out the gate for sure. Mm-hmm. We did pick up who I thought was the best receiver in the draft. Was Skylar Bell. I think that guy's going to be a stud, man.
I think he's going to be a stud, but I'm sorry. The best receiver the best receiver in the draft went at number 2.
No.
Tate,
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 real quick.
Tate was the best receiver.
Tate's good too.
He's stupid good. He's stupid good. Now, with that said, I do think he's stupid good because Jeremiah Smith was on the other side and everybody was going after him. So that's what made Tate good. But he's insane. His hands are ridiculous.
Man, Cooper out of Indiana was solid.
Yeah, he's solid. Yep.
He lit
100%.
He lit us up when we played against him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he lit us up too.
The draft's gonna be better next year, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, obviously we're in a rebuilding season.
Is just creatine? Is that just NFT?
No, that's Glizzy World.
That's Glizzy.
Okay.
Why? What'd he say?
He said Tampa got some great picks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Tampa is Glizzy down in Tampa? I can't see the chat, unfortunately, on the phone.
Yes, you're right, Cuddy. Buckeyes have no one left yet. No, we still have Jeremiah Smith for one more year. So he's literally the whole team now. With that, I will say this. I'm not that worried about where the Buckeyes are, just because literally they have 5-star recruits 5 deep on the bench. So it'll be fine. I'm not worried about it at all.
Fair.
Yeah. You're a fan, Mitch?
Say again?
You're a Bruins fan?
Bruins fan. I am not a Bruins fan.
Hockey?
I am not. I've been
okay.
As far as hockey goes, I've been a Penguins fan forever. I don't know why.
Okay.
Just because
we had a tough
we had
series right now.
Yeah, we had no hockey team in Ohio when I was growing up. The Columbus Blue Jackets didn't come around until I was already grown and gone. So we didn't have hockey when a hockey team to root for in Ohio when I was growing up. So I went to the Penguins just because they were close and I could drive to the Pittsburgh Penguins game in about 3 hours. So
nice. Heck yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, what do you think? You guys, anything else going on? We good to go?
Not too much. I mean, it was a lot of going on in Upland, but
yeah. And it was good to see you in the Millenberg this morning.
That was pretty awesome.
I wish I could catch that every once in a while. I'm always at work when they do it, though, so it's tough for me to jump on podcasts at work. They get a little mad when I do that.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Whenever I get a chance to hear those guys, well, you guys, all of you guys, it's really inspiring, to be honest. It kind of like reignites my passion in Upland. So.
Right? Yeah, Cuddy, I was married twice with kids by the time Blue Jackets came around.
Right on.
All right, everybody. Well, it was nice talking to you guys. Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming out, hanging with us. Make sure you come check out the races. This Friday, we are at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Cheese Breeze, 10:30 a.m. Pacific. Next Friday, 5/8, we will be back at that evening time, and then we've got a couple of weeks back to back on the evening time to finish out the season. And then, of course, finals on the New York Speedway, May 22nd, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific. And then I'm going to watch the new Star Wars movie at the IMAX theater after that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
I might have to check that out myself. My wife's a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah. We have to. Yeah, me and my son. I have 5 daughters and a son, and that's the only thing that my son and I do is we nerd out when we can, and check out that kind of stuff. So we're gonna.
Nice. Acropoppy will be there.
Right, that'll be awesome. Acropoppy.
Yeah. He's a huge Star Wars guy. Dude, he went to Japan for the Star Wars event this year.
I know. I saw that. I saw the pictures from it. Yeah. And it was like
it's
semi
crazy.
him and his wife's honeymoon too at the same time. They just got married.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it was
And they
cool
got
shit.
married on May 4th, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. May
man.
the 4th be with you guys.
Yeah, very cool.
Congrats, Zach.
Very cool. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us for Racing for this evening. Make sure you check us out on Friday. And as always, Ant-Man, SC, I'm Matt Chef. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you on the track.
Later,
Good
guys.
luck, everyone.